Oops, guys, welcome to the channel, and in this one we are going to talk about how you can easily and quickly create a YouTube ad. So I'm just gonna, this is just Google ads, so it's actually ads.google.com. So you can just quickly open that, and I'm gonna click on start now. So excuse me, if you're opening this for the first time, your interface is going to be different, but just try and create a demo ad and then try and log in again. You would see that you get this kind of interface. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be fast with this one, and I'm going to click on new campaign, and basically it will give you the option to select the kind of campaign you want to create. Okay, so you have sales lead, website traffic, product brand awareness, app promotion, create campaign without a goal. Okay, so this is basically what I'm going to do, create campaign without a goal. And then I am then going to and the reason why I chose that is because I believe it will give me more options. Okay, it doesn't mean that you cannot like maybe create something like maybe for website traffic or something like that. Okay, so I've selected website traffic anyway, and I'm going to click on video. Okay, so there are various options: search, display, shopping, blah blah, but I'm going to go with video. And here we can go ahead and click on continue, and it will bring us to this page where we can then go into some specific settings. Okay, so let's quickly run through. So video campaign, just leave that as is. Campaign name, so you want to set a campaign name. So it has already prefixed our campaign name with a date, today's date. So I think that's actually fine, but you can go ahead and give it maybe something like so just give it a name that you'll be able to identify it with. And then bid strategy. So there are various options here: maximize conversion and target CPA. For this particular one, I recommend you just go with maximize conversion, okay, so that you can get the highest value for the money you spend. Okay, and then you need to specify the daily budget. So for me, you can actually specify daily and campaign total, but I recommend you do daily budget, and then you specify how many dollars you want to spend. Or my actual Google Ads account, I have the dollars currency. Okay, so but just specify how much exactly you want to spend, and I recommend you start somewhere around per day around $5. Okay, except you really know what you're doing and you know want to go all out. Okay, but $5 per day seems like a good $5 or $10 per day seems like a good place to start. Okay, and then you can then specify an end date for oh, so this is the start date, sorry, but you can then go ahead and specify an end date. So just make sure you specify an end date. Okay, so your ad doesn't run indefinitely, and if for any reason you forget, your money will just keep counting. So I'm just going to specify, let's say 14th, and let's go down. Okay, so we have, let me just scroll down slowly because apparently my mouse. Okay, so we have network, so YouTube partners, and display network. So basically I want to uncheck this. I just want to specify only YouTube. I want my ads to be displayed on YouTube videos. And well, YouTube search result, it depends on what you want really. Okay, basically I want to be able to show my videos on YouTube videos before they actually play. So but if you actually want your videos to be displayed when users search, then you can go with YouTube search. Okay, all right. So so your location, so it has specified my current location, Nigeria, but what you need to do is you need to enter another location, and then you need to specify the location you want. Okay, so if I click on advanced search, for example, I can specify like a number of locations. So maybe something like, let's just start with Lagos, and I'll just click on target, and then you can add another one, so maybe like Abuja, Okay, so it's just gonna list all of that here. So if you want to target different countries, you can as well. So if I say USA, so United States, and I can click on target. So if you want to target a number of countries, you can do that as well, and then click on save, and then that will be displayed here. Okay, yeah, so you can, that's also very possible. And then the language, so let's go ahead and say, I'm just gonna say English, but I'm sure you already know that you can specify any language you want. Okay, so English is specified here. All right, let me scroll down so we can see. All right, so inventory type, so let's see the options we have here. There is a standard, which is what is selected by default. There is expanded and limited. So basically it's just this inventory type simply specify the audience you want your ads to be displayed to. So I usually recommend you just leave it as standard, but if you want, for some reason you want your ads to actually be displayed to people maybe a little bit outside of your specified audience, then you can click on expanded. Okay, but I'm just going to go with the standard. And excluded, okay, that's fine. Site link extension, is there anything here I need to talk about? Okay, so I'm just going to leave this out, so we can go down to the ad group. All right, so for this ad group we have two options. There's the standard and there's the responsive. Okay, so for this, you want to click on standard. Basically you want to create a skippable, oh sorry, you want to go with responsive. Okay, all right, because that will create video ads that can be showed in multiple formats, but that does not mean that you cannot go with standard, right? For to create skippable in-stream ads. Okay, so basically you can actually go with standard if you want to just have ads that will display before a video starts, and users will be able to skip those ads and stuff like that. Okay, all right. All right, so let's continue and see what we want. So you can actually go ahead and give the ad group a name. So there are actually three levels. So there's a campaign, and inside the campaign you can have an ad group, and inside that ad group you can then create an ad. Okay, so for the demographics, that's where we talk about things like age and sex, gender, and other issues that you want to address. So for example, if you want to do male and female, you can have that checked. And for people that don't specify the agenda, you can also have this checked. And then for the age group, I'm just going to uncheck this, and I'm going to target up to 18 to maybe 44 or maybe 34. And then parental status, you can then go ahead and target the household income you would like to target. Okay, what I'm getting a notification, it's only available in selected countries. Anyway, let's go ahead. So this area here is where you get to add your keyword, right? So if you've watched my other video on how to create a Google ad, you'll see where we use the keyword research tool, and it's basically it will help you see what people are searching for. So for example, if I'm doing let's say I'm doing an ad that I want people to be able to come to my website for a digital marketing course, so I can say something like digital marketing and stuff like that. Okay, so basically you can actually choose your keyword, and let me cut that. That's supposed to be a URL, sorry. Okay, so basically you're supposed to have your your keyword, and you can have multiple keywords, okay, on different lines. Okay, that's just the thing you need to know. So if I say digital marketing, I can say advertising online, or how to, so you can have multiple keywords, the things you think people search for, and stuff like that, and then you can have it on different lines. Okay, so you can use the Google keyword research tool. So if I come to tools and keyword planner, so you can actually do a lot on this. Okay, so let's see. So again, you can go ahead and set topics, and come here, select the topics you ouch. Select the topics you would like your videos to target, and you can just tick them here. So let me just close this up, and then okay, and then you can then select placement. Okay, so this is actually important. So YouTube channels, YouTube videos, and stuff like that. So go ahead and select where you want your videos to be placed. Okay, so let's scroll down, and all right, so this is where you get to create your video ad. So you probably have a video already that you've created on YouTube, so all you just need to do is to grab the URL for that video. So I'm just going to grab any URL for any video on my website. So let me just copy link address somewhere there, and then you can search for the video. So you can just paste the URL here and it will search for that video. So the video will be displayed here. This is a very long video. Okay, so it's not an ideal video for an ad, right? But it's just what I chose. Okay, so you see here it's set to skippable in-stream ad because that's what we set on up top. So now this is where you then get to to add your URL, like a URL where you want the users to be redirected to when they click on like maybe a link or something. So I'm just going to set Xenotrust academy.com, and how you want the URL to be displayed. So I'm going to modify this right to Xenotrust, and I'm going to make it capital letter for the first and the beginning of the second word. Okay, something like that. And then I need to add a call to action button. Okay, so your call to action button can be anything you want. So you can say learn more, or shop now, or get started, or something that users would want to engage and interact with. Okay, so let's go down so we can see some of the settings. So what's the headline you want? So let me just say something like learn web development, or learn digital marketing, something like that. So okay, so learn digital marketing, and so basically that's it. Auto generate using channel banner. So you can either choose to upload an image like a and instead of having the video like this, you can actually have an image that will be displayed on it. So but you need to upload that. Okay, so I'm just going to go with the default. Okay, so basically you when you go through all of the settings, you can then decide to something is wrong with my I have too many words on my headline, so I may just say I don't know what to say here. So learn digital. Okay, so but then you just want to make it something short and something simple. Okay, so when you've gone through all of the processes, right, all you just need to do is to click on create campaign, and it will create that campaign for you. Don't forget that your ads will still need to be verified, and it will be verified, and then it can then start running. Okay, depending on what you set, and then you can always edit your ad based on the changes that you want to be implemented. Okay, so that's basically it for how you can easily create a YouTube ad, and I'm sure there are quite maybe one or two things that I've missed, but as you get to practice, you would see that these things, you get familiar with them. And okay, there's something missing here, and that's the call to action button. Okay, so let me go to desktop. Oh yeah, so I can show you here now the settings we put here for all of this display URL. It will be displayed as a call to action button here. Okay, and users, in other words, it's just make it bold enough for users to simply click on it and go to your landing page. All right, so that's basically it for how to easily create a YouTube ad. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and leave a like on this video. See you in another one.